to episode 1807 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, October 3rd, 2025. Enjoy your first Friday in October today. Hope it's crisp, refreshing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, fall Friday.
Right.
It's got a good feel to it. Thank you for cheating.
No, go ahead. Tell them thank you for cheating on the news.
No, I mean, they know what I'm going to say on that one.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? What were you
Well,
going to
that means there won't be a Friday the 13th in October, thank God. Because the 3rd,
True.
that means the 10th, that means the 17th, the 24th, the 31st, if I'm doing the math
There you go.
So,
and you're our math guy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark.
Adding sevens is easy.
Thank you, Matt,
for you.
Math Mark on that one. And thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, Pat is up first. What you got, Pat?
It was a slow news day, and there's lots of horrible, terrible political news. So I was able to find something that's somewhat in the political news, but also kind of hilarious and not heavy.
Oh, no one wanted to take the synagogue stabber car running over guy?
Right.
Oh, that was a thing? I didn't even see that one.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All those flotilla folks, including Thunberg and the veterans, they've all gone dark.
Time is a flat circle. The flotilla got apprehended by Israel again, and the U.S. government is shut down again. Those are things that
about the shutdown.
Continually happen forever.
Gavin, our guy on Boots on the Ground in D.C., brought up a good point when I poo-pooed the last shutdown about the back pay. It's true they get back pay. He's like, but who wants to, not have a paycheck for 3 weeks late?
Well, I've got, counterpoint. The last guy, and I'll tell you about it in a second after Mark tells you what he's going to tell you. The last guy, counterpoint to that. Just put a pin in.
Oh, no, it's just Mark. They're not getting paid, until.
No, I know, but I'm telling you today.
That's all.
Government workers who are furloughed may want to listen to this last story because it is a shining example of how back pay is pretty fucking sweet in some situations. Mark, what do you got on
back pay? Is sweet. Well, Diddy's getting sentenced. That's a fun one because we like to talk about Diddy. And then I have probably, one of the most insane long races, kind of like an ultra marathon type, not quite ultra marathon, ultra K, but there's some funny stipulations to it.
Okay. Yeah. So I love a good quirky race. Can't wait.
Yeah.
And then, like I'm saying, the last story is about a dude, and I'll just give you, he's an Australian dock worker. Okay. And this guy, did he collect some back pay? And you're going to want to hear about the kind of back pay this guy collected.
I hope it was retribution.
Oh, he got his retribution and so much more.
I'd love to hear it.
I'm gonna need some back pay.
Back pay.
Yeah, I mean, it's really incredible what this guy. I mean, I'm calling him a hero. You might not. You'll see. We
will see.
All right.
Sometimes it's always the good guys that win,
Real quick, I wanted to do a D4 AVD straight to DVD update, but there's not much to say about it other than he's still not been arrested somehow. So when something does happen, we'll let you know.
Okay.
What are they waiting on?
It feels like they have all the evidence considering the chopped up girl.
What are they waiting on? All right, but
someone should get arrested for that, right?
Someone should get arrested for that. All right.
Yeah.
Guys, I want you to meet Todd Arrington. Look at Todd. Hey, Todd.
Whoa.
That's Todd Arrington. Todd's a nerd.
That guy. Dude, Todd, imagine Todd. So, I like to think about this. UCLA and, a bunch of people, I think even other countries and stuff, they've literally invented cures for baldness. So what do you think Todd's going to look like?
Can't do it for him, Will.
I can, dude.
He's gone too far off the cliff.
When he's gonna full head of hair,
you can't bring that back, man.
Todd's 52. He's not getting his hair back, and that's okay. He doesn't give a shit because Todd's not into that. Todd's not into having hair. He doesn't really care too much about his appearance. He loves history.
He's totally hairless. Yeah,
he loves history. He loves honoring our country. He loves being a nerd. Okay, for the last 30 years, Todd, who's a U.S. Army veteran and historian, has been absolutely just nerding out on the preservation of American history. He's been
Okay.
serving jobs in the National Park Service at places like the James A. Garfield Historic Site. Pretty cool. That's where James A. Garfield lived before he was assassinated. Look at that house. It's pretty beautiful, right?
Okay. So he like, I mean, that's pretty sweet. Like,
That is cool.
was he active duty at some point, and then now this is like his job after that, where he's like a tour guide at that sweet place?
Yeah, it's not so much a tour guide, Will. He's got a PhD in history. He's a published author with the University of Kansas Press.
Yeah, but we all know how it works. I mean,
Well, he's not recreating anything unless he's got a buttload of wigs.
Right. I mean, and Garfield was of the wig period.
Yeah.
No, he's like the director, right? So like, there's not a huge staff usually.
He's-
for like
he
a
runs that
historic
house.
site. Yeah, exactly. And he, if you ever met a history nerd, he's like a museum curator. He
Yeah.
cares a fuck ton about.
so he's
history
not
and
giving the
museum.
tour. He's the nerd who's standing there while the tour goes by, and if somebody asks a question, he's like, "Oh, funny you should ask."
He
And
would
then
love.
he
Yeah.
jumps-
Yes, Will. He would.
and then he
love to
jumps
give you a
in.
tour. He would
Yeah.
love to give you. He's like a teacher. He's in it for. He's
Yeah.
in it. 'cause he
Once
loves
somebody has an insightful question, oh, are you interested in the Garfields?
for the love of the game. Like if you run into him at a bar and he overhears that you're into history and he's had a couple
Right.
pops in him, he might take you back and show
Not
you.
as much as I am. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Have you written a book on early Republicans, specifically
loves
Lincoln? Because I
taking-
have.
He loves taking the guy in a tour who thinks he's the expert down a few pegs.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, I don't
Take
know.
him for it,
I don't know much about him other than he just loves history. So I feel like if he meets
Don't
a
get him
fellow history
started.
lover, you're right. Do not get him started. That is true. That is true. That is true. Yeah, the James A. Garfield National Historical Site is in Mentor, Ohio, by the way. Anyway, Todd has
nice
held a
building.
lot. It's a beautiful building. And this is kind of cool. It includes the first presidential library established in the United States. It's pretty cool. It was established by
no way.
his widow after he was killed.
Garfield.
Anyway,
Interesting.
back to Todd. Todd previously held appointments at the Homestead National Monument of America in Nebraska, the Eisenhower National Historic Site in Pennsylvania. That's Eisenhower's boyhood home. And in 2024, guys, Todd got a huge promotion. Massive. Todd was 51 years old. He'd done 30 years almost in the nerd historical preservation American service racket, and he got his dream job, guys. He was appointed as the director of the Dwight D. Eisenhower Presidential Library and Museum in Abilene, Kansas, boys.
Ooh, that's a big one.
That's a fucking big
Whoa,
one. Look
look
how
at that
big
thing.
that shit is.
He got the call up.
He got the call up, man. He wasn't in the minors no mo.
Is that the biggest building in Abilene, Kansas?
Dude, it's got to be. It looks fucking huge. The photo
Yeah,
can't
it's
even
pretty
fit
big.
the entire building.
Yeah.
Now, for Todd, who holds a PhD in history from the University of Nebraska Lincoln, this was the motherfucking big leagues, okay, guys?
Right.
This is the Eisenhower Library. It's one of the 16 official presidential libraries here in the United States. Yeah, sure. The Garfield Historic Site, as I said earlier, was the basis for the modern presidential library, and it includes the first presidential library in the United States, but it's technically not one of the 16 presidential libraries, guys. It's the model, but it's not a real one, okay? So this is like, I can't explain. Like Todd, I went on LinkedIn and saw when Todd got appointed, so many nerds were clapping him on LinkedIn, bro. Be like, Todd, you deserve this. This is you, Todd.
Yeah,
This is
that makes
you.
sense. It's if you're a history nerd, this is one of the top jobs out there.
So, dude, you're the fucking king of Abilene, Kansas. You're the fucking king, bro.
A lot of people gravitating towards you at a really nerdy convention.
Yeah.
Some
If
girls
nothing
go
else-
nuts for this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, or dudes. I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah.
persuasion Todd is, but he was over the fucking moon, as you can imagine, and everything was going real smooth for Todd. Real
Well,
smooth.
Usually does, right?
Yeah, for Todd. I mean, he's living his goddamn dream. He's like
That's
7 years
pretty
retired.
smooth.
He's gonna be able to just ride out into his pension at the fucking
Looks like
Eisenhower
a,
Library.
it
Dude.
looks like a swim cap.
Yeah.
It
Anyway,
is
Todd was
remarkably smooth.
Todd was loving his head. Yeah, he's very bald. Todd was loving every minute of it. Okay, and things were going good, as I said, but that was until last month. Okay, and you know
Okay.
Todd was up on it because he's a history nerd. But the president of the United States, Donald Trump, was taking his official state visit to the United Kingdom, and
Okay.
as is custom, wanted to bring a gift for the king for King Charles.
As is tradition.
As is tradition. And after what I'm sure were some very high-level convos between the First Lady, who's in charge of picking the gifts, and her staff about what British people like, they naturally landed on a sword. Because,
hell yeah.
you know, what do British people like? They like a sword?
Yeah, swords or tea. It's got to be one of the two, right?
Yeah. False teeth.
Footy, isn't it?
Right.
Cigarettes.
Yeah. Cigarettes. You know, it's pretty on the nose.
Tracksuits.
So she put it on her staff to go find a fucking sword. Okay. And it just so happens, I didn't know this about President Eisenhower, but the man had a fuck ton of swords. Okay.
Sword
I believe it.
Interesting.
I think he was our last general president. A lot of the photos of Eisenhower, he's in his military uniform with his full ass stack, right? If you've ever been to an army wedding, fucking they walk out under that under the swords, right? The guys are pressing the swords together, all your buddies from the army. It's a thing in the army. And Eisenhower has some fucking swords, guys, including, let's see, this one. This is called the Sword of Honor. He was given in 1947, bro.
These are saber shaped. Is that
That's
a saber?
That's a saber. But he also has swords. But you know, look, you got a saber, you got a sword. He has a sword in his collection given to him by Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands. Okay, a fuck ton of swords down there. And I guess, you know, the First Lady thought swords, and it was top of mind because a couple Eisenhower swords had recently been in the news because they were on loan to the Nixon Presidential Museum and Library, which, you know, like Todd, that must have been so
Nixon
cool for him.
Was also into swords.
Oh, you know Todd's willing to play ball with the Nixon
with another
library,
official library,
and then they probably give him something back that he gets to.
Oh my God, how fired up was Todd when he got that call?
That's a big trade exchange there.
When he got that call, so can we put something on?
You get like a Watergate relic.
Yeah, you get like a Watergate recording. Look at this is a recording from Watergate. I just had to give up a few swords.
Yeah, you get his sweaty jacket from the Kennedy debate.
Yeah.
No, it's huge, right? So Todd, of course, you know, obliged. He gave the swords on loan to the Nixon Library. So the swords were in the news. So Melania and her staff are like, those swords, that Eisenhower's got swords, hit that guy up. So
there you go.
Todd gets an email. Okay. He gets an email, and you know, you'd think it would be from the State Department, but it wasn't. It was a personal email address, giftgirl2025@gmail.com. Giftgirl2025 emailed Todd and said, hey, we're looking for, quote, like a sword or something to give.
You don't want to get that email from Gift Girl.
To give to King Charles. The president requests it, so dial me something up. We're looking for a sword or something.
Gift Girl 2025 out.
Right, so Todd checked on it, and it turned out to be legitimate, right? It was someone from the First Lady's staff looking for a sword or something.
Gift Girl 2025's Melania.
So
dude, how good is Gift Girl at her job to keep that email?
I mean,
good.
It's got to be Melania, right?
It's not Melania. It's staff member. It's Gift Girl. It's the Gift Girl, dude. It's like I like how the Trump administration makes you use an email that is your title.
Well,
Waterboy.
Why are they making you use a Gmail account?
Shoe dude. The guy that gets my shoes. Your shoe dude.
Melania, I am glad that you see my talents, and I am going to do a great job for you. But right off the bat, I'm going to have to tell you that the Gift Girl 2025 email is non-negotiable.
Right.
We're going to have to keep that.
They made her retire Gift Girl 2024 at the start of the year. Anyway, so Todd,
it's a policy. She refreshes it.
Todd was like, right. Todd was obviously like pretty, you know, he's stoked to be communicating with someone from the State Department, even though it's a personal email address, and who's on behalf of the president, the First Lady. But Todd is a historian, and there are rules, and he explained that he couldn't give them a sword. He couldn't release any artifacts from the museum because they belong to the American people, right? It's policy. He said, I can get...
It's England. They take everything.
Right, but...
museums.
Right. He said, I can get you a replica
we also
sword.
took a whole country from them, so I mean, one sword. That's drop in the bucket.
Everything in their museums is stolen, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're having to give that shit back now. Yeah. But Todd's like, look, man, I can't give you the sword, dude. It's the American people's. Like, I can give you a replica, but I'm just not authorized to give you the sword. Sorry. And Todd said the person he talked to was lovely and polite and friendly and totally understood. And, you know, appreciated that Todd was like I'll help you find something else. And I don't know if he did or not, but he just wouldn't budge on giving the real sword. And I guess instead, King Charles got a replica. And
Whoa.
yeah,
Whoa.
he got a replica sword.
Replica sword for the king. Wow.
That's right. So Todd thought nothing of it until Thursday when he got a letter from his boss that said,
now he's the guy. He's the reason King Charles got a replica.
said, Todd, you can no longer be trusted with confidential information. You're out. They forced him to resign.
That's gonna blunder from Todd.
That's gonna happen. Yeah, Todd should have thought about it, and he should have been like, you know what? There are rules, and then this is King Charles, and I'm a librarian.
Yeah,
and then he should have put that in perspective and said, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and give King Charles the sword.
You're asking Todd to compromise his integrity. You're asking, right? He should have pretended he didn't get it.
You get an email from Gift Girl 2025, subject sword ? And you don't open it.
Read the room. I'm telling Todd to read the room. Read the fucking room, Todd.
Once he opened it, he had to give up the sword.
What do you mean he's not giving us the sword?
Yeah.
Who is this guy? What do you mean? You asked for it, right? Gift Girl? Did Gift Girl go for it? God, she's the best. Todd was forced out. He was told he could, quote, not be trusted with confidential information anymore. And some officials in the administration said Todd was talking shit. And Todd said, I wasn't talking shit.
Well, it is in the New York Times, so.
I never said a bad word about anyone. I talked to colleagues about trying to find his sword.
Liar.
About it now.
Anyway, poor Todd is out, man. He wants his job back desperately.
He should have really realized the situation, and
he can't give the sword. It's against policy.
But he's like the number one free agent.
The boss asking for it. So it's like it's like if the CEO of the company comes to you. It's like when they give you that training, where they're like, if the CEO comes to you and asks you for money directly, you better not give it because that's an HR violation. I'll tell you what, if you don't give the CEO the money, you're fucking fired on the spot. So it's a fucked up situation, but you need to read the room.
You're looking for a historian. I mean, this guy is your guy.
I mean, it would literally be like if the president went to Todd and was like, Todd, I need you to give me the Bill of Rights. I'm going to give the Bill of Rights to the president of Germany.
Eisenhower's like 200 swords.
Todd's going to have to sit a few plays out during this presidency, and then he'll
be back. He'll
be back. He's got a certain set of skills that he's going to be back.
He does.
Todd's living in Abilene, Kansas. He bought a house.
Yeah,
he's a smooth operator.
He's driving by the fucking library every day.
He's gonna have to go to a regular library for a couple of years.
Yeah, well, covering the mortgage in Abilene, Kansas, he could probably work at the regular library for a couple of years, then get back over to the old Dwight D. I mean, it's just, it's unfortunately for Todd, he was really like, you know what, I'm standing up for the rules, and that's the right thing to do, and he was really proud of that. But he didn't think about the other.
Get rid of him.
Well, I feel bad for nonfiction history books because Todd's got a lot of time on his hands, and he's going to be tearing through some pages. You know what I mean?
Man,
that's right. Todd's going to be probably also working on the lawn, lounging about, just not having to wear his suit every day, and maybe he should think about True Classic because he's a bigger guy, and not that you need to be a bigger guy, but I am a bigger guy, and I love my True Classic. It fits me perfect. The most comfortable shirts, the most comfortable joggers. True Classic is something that I wear every day. I go through my drawer and I check the tags, and when I see one that's not True Classic, I say nope, and then I find the True Classic.
That's going to be way less comfortable and good looking than the True Classic.
And then I feel good. Guys, people vote with their dollars, and True Classic sold 25 million shirts to more than 5 million customers. That's 5 shirts a guy. It's pretty good. 200,000 5-star reviews. The brand isn't just about fabric or fit. It's about helping guys show up every day with confidence and purpose. Their shirts fit where they should, feel incredible, don't break the bank. You get that tailored look without sacrificing comfort or blowing your budget. I'm wearing one right now. You should get on it.
Same.
Forget overpriced designer brands. Skip the cheap throwaway stuff. True Classics, built for comfort, built to last, built to get back. You can find them on Amazon, Target, Costco, Sam's Club, or you can go to trueclassic.com/hardfactor to try them out for yourself. That's trueclassic.com/hardfactor.
Hell yeah, totally worth it.
Hey, real quick, Mark, before you get going,
Yeah.
live score update, because I know people love these. 17-7, San Francisco is beating the Rams while we're taping this.
The Mac Joneses.
Yeah, all the backup 49ers. Do the Rams, are they just not that good, or are we about to see a different?
No, they'll come back.
The Rams are really good.
The Rams
this is crazy.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I was also going to do some live comments from Jared Lindsay, who's spamming the chat. He's like, can't believe male librarians, never heard of one, didn't know they made them. Has anyone ever seen it? Look, yes, Jared. Have you ever heard of the Dewey Decimal System, named after Melville Dewey, the male librarian who came up with the Dewey Decimal System?
That's right.
Only in museums. Very rarely in book libraries.
Had a master's degree in library science.
Yeah. Only the original librarian.
But it is true, the original. Yeah. But these days, less. For sure, less. In a book library, when's the last dude librarian you saw?
He said he wasn't handing out books. Neither was Todd. You know what I mean?
No.
It's the American People's books.
I think you're thinking of middle school librarians, Jared. Okay. Diddy Combs. Sean Diddy Combs. Ever heard of him?
Oh, man. Yeah,
we have.
The hip-hop mogul, executive, public figure. He's getting sentenced. We covered his case, his trial, like a lot. And then it just kind of, there was like, after the first like 3 days, there was like nothing there. Like it wasn't that good. The prosecution team really sucked eggs. And just
they blew it. The whole sex trafficking thing, they had nothing. They should have gone for like a different charge. They didn't have what they charged him.
No one came forward for them. Yeah. So he ended up getting, as we mentioned, in July 2025, he was found guilty on only 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, arranging travel for sexual activity, and all of under the Mann Act, and all of the sex trafficking, racketeering charges he was acquitted on. Right. So he is being sentenced on those 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution by federal judge Arun Subramanian. This morning, if you're listening to the show and you're not watching it live, Friday morning in Manhattan. So they're going to sentence Diddy's ass while you're listening to this.
But I mean, it's just going to be an ankle bracelet, right? Basically.
Well, Mia, his former assistant's going to get to deliver a victim impact statement before the judge makes his decision. And Diddy, trying to get ahead of it, wrote a letter to the judge and saying he lost his way. I lost my way, Judge. I'm begging for your leniency. He talked about God and forgiveness a lot. Probably slipped a few $100K in big bills in the letter.
Pastor Diddy is going to be hard to stomach after this is over.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
don't get baptized by him.
You know it's coming though.
Yes, he's like Mace. He's going to join Mace.
Diddy Ministries.
Oh, yeah, Mace ain't having him, man. Mace has been keeping it pretty real on Diddy.
Yeah, but Mace was a minister or whatever. Didn't one of the Bone Thugs do that too? Some
people are legitimate. Diddy's going to be like a mega church style.
Well, not everyone in the hip hop community wants to see Diddy get a light sentence, like 50 Cent, who also wrote a letter to the judge begging him to lock Diddy up for a while. Otherwise, he said, we're going to see a shortage in baby oil if he's released.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God. He's just such a troll, dude.
Yeah. He said, Judge, you don't know what you're about to do if you let him out. And apparently Rockstar Games got in on the trolling and the clowning as they officially announced that if they ever do release GTA 6, it will contain Diddy's mansion and several freak out related side quest and missions. That might be a meme.
Yeah.
Not confirmed. That might be a meme.
Okay, good. That's a meme. Yeah. I mean, Rockstar's got to stop it with promises.
Anyone can say Rockstar officially declared it online. I could not confirm that. I didn't go to Rockstar's website and get that confirmation. Probably a meme. But yeah, so that's what's going on. Finally, a conclusion. Oh, by the way, the prosecution's asking for 11 years and the defense is asking for 14 months. So a little bit of a gap. We'll see.
Okay.
So I think he's probably served close to 14 months already.
Right. So I mean, he's been in
jail. If he gets 14 months, it's probably going to be closer to time served, maybe a couple more months. Yeah. But the defense wants an extra 10 years on top of that. So
that's not.
I mean, the prosecution.
You mean the prosecution? That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
There's
We'll
no
see.
chance after the job they did that they get an extra 10 years.
They don't deserve it. The prosecution doesn't deserve it.
No, he's getting off with like basically time served. And then Diddy Ministries, Pastor Diddy.
Was the prosecution on his payroll? Should we follow the money on that? How bad a job they did? Anyway, we'll move on to a funny race that I guess it's the 8th year in a row that this race has taken place in Denver, Colorado. I don't remember covering it. Maybe we did. But Taco Bell has a 50K race every year in October in Denver, Colorado.
50 kilometers?
50K?
31 miles. 50K.
So just slightly longer than a marathon.
8 miles longer than a marathon. They're calling it an ultramarathon. I think that's a little bit.
No, ultramarathon's 50 plus miles, right?
Yeah. It's more like a marathon and a quarter.
Right. It's a long marathon.
Marathon a third, yeah. Now
marathon's a long marathon.
Marathon's pretty long to begin with, 23.2.
Marathon's pretty long, but they have these other races that are way longer. And like ultramarathon, it's got to be 50 plus.
The Badlands ultramarathon, they have 100 miles to
30 miles for an ultramarathon's a little.
But this one's not as easy as just running 31 miles, Will. Okay, so you gotta listen. Runners must stop at 10 Taco Bell locations and eat at least 9 menu items.
Can
it all be churros?
Right, exactly. Could it just be the cinnamon twists?
Yeah. There are a few rules. By stop number 4, so between 1, 2, 3, and at 4 at the latest, you have to eat a Chalupa Supreme or Crunchwrap Supreme.
Dude, that's horrible.
By stop number 8, towards the end, you have to eat a Burrito Supreme or Nachos Bell Ground.
Damn, dude,
not while you're running. You can stop because eating nachos while running.
It's immediately before and after you're running.
Okay.
It's in the middle of the 30-mile run. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Do people complete this thing?
You got to finish it within 11 hours. I don't think a lot of people complete it without shitting themselves.
Or throw it up, right? Because, I mean, imagine trying to eat like a fucking burrito in the middle of a long run. I mean,
9 items. One's got to be a Chalupa Supreme or Crunchwrap Supreme. One of them's got to be a Burrito Supreme or Nachos Bel Grande. I mean, that's something. And you can't
Baja Blast.
Maybe I think I'd probably just have to go like soft taco or crunchy taco. Besides all the 2 that you have to do, right?
Yeah, right? That's crazy, man.
You're not allowed to take any digestive aids. No Pepto-Bismol, Alka-Seltzer. What? I don't know how you patrol that beforehand.
Consider that like a PED.
Couldn't you just take Pepto-Bismol before the race? Like I guess during the race you can't take Pepto, Alka-Seltzer, Tums.
You can't pre-Tums for a Taco Bell marathon.
Yeah, I mean, how do they test that? You obviously pre-Tums before, but you just can't have it on your person or do it during the race. I guess.
I noticed you didn't shit yourself, sir. We're gonna have to get you tested.
Yeah. You pretty much have to shit yourself in order to win.
Are any of them Taco Bell cantinas, or do we know if they're just regular Taco Bells?
I don't know. I guess Denver's got this route.
Okay. So yeah, an ultra marathon is technically anything over a marathon, and 50K is a common distance. It is a common distance.
All right. But 30 miles. I mean, don't tell somebody you did an ultra marathon. Then they're like, oh yeah, how long was it?
Unless it's the Taco Bell ultra marathon, Will.
That's impressive. Yeah, I will give you that. A Taco Bell ultra is very impressive.
Brought to you by Depends. What has someone run it before? Like, what's the record? Or is it the first year?
There's 1,200 people running it this year. You have to finish within 11 hours. So I imagine the record's a lot less than 11 hours.
Probably. I mean,
a regular marathon, what's a good time? Like 3.5 hours. Like
3 something. Right?
So with this and the stops, I'd say probably like
4 or 5.
6 hours is probably a very good time.
But the record is probably like 4 or 5, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what they have to have the menu items ready for you because
you're rolling up and grabbing they have a tray out and you're grabbing something off the tray.
Right. In the route of there's 10 specific Taco Bells. They're ready for these guys.
Yeah, they're not making you go inside, but you do
have
to stop at the Taco Bell parking lot and grab something.
They're giggling with whichever item you want on hand.
Half these people have to look so sick. Like by the time they get to the 5th mile, so many people do not finish this thing. They got to be puking all over the place.
You got to wear brown shorts on this race.
I'm looking at this New York Post article, and this girl who's been training for it, who's like pretty hot. Like I'm just really turned off. It's a real turn off.
She's not hot that day.
No, not that day, man.
And Taco Bell and sweating. like, oh, just imagine
you meet up with her even the next week when she tells you she did that. You're disgusted.
Imagine how they smell at the end of the race, dude.
Yeah.
You have ultra marathon level sweat, and it's all Taco Bell sweat.
You got to
It's
wear
just-
the shorts. They're like compression shorts that like keep everything in, and they got to be probably brown or dark colored because you're gonna
That's
fart
a tough
shit.
race.
I mean,
It's impressive.
yeah, like if you went to 9 different Taco Bells, there's almost a guarantee that one of them's going to give you food poisoning.
Dude, you'd get the shits if you did no running and ate 10 9 Taco Bell items for sure.
Yeah, probably. So.
Good on them.
Yeah.
No, it's impressive. Exactly.
That's on Saturday in Denver.
That's probably the biggest sporting event of the weekend.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
huge.
Run for
If
the
you're in
border.
Denver, send us some footage of these nutbags.
Yeah, Jackson, please get out there.
1,200 people.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some funny exits to the race.
1,200 partners were told, yeah, sorry, honey, I can't this Saturday.
Yeah, and they train
for the
for
Taco Bell race.
Do you think part of the training, because obviously you train for a marathon, there's like specific days where you do
You
long
gotta
runs,
train
short
for it.
runs.
Yeah,
You have to train for the running. Do you think you train for the
You have
eating and how?
Yeah, you have to eat in the middle. So you have to run to a Taco
Yeah.
Bell to train for this. You have to run to a Taco Bell, eat a giant burrito, and run home. Like
So
Yeah.
presumably a lot of these people are in Denver. I'm sure they travel, but just like in the past like 6 months in Denver, you can spot all year round. Essentially, you can spot crazy people running long distances and eating disgusting food.
and eating huge amounts of Mexican food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this girl is on the New York Post article. She's been posting on TikTok of her training for the marathon, and
Yeah.
she's
Eating
like,
while running.
She's running.
Another
and
grilled stuffed
eating
burrito.
tacos.
Yeah, so they have the shits all year round.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there she is.
Yeah, look at her. She's
Jesus.
she looks like she's gonna do good in the marathon.
Yeah, it's like finding out that your soon to be wife was a prostitute for me.
It's pretty
Is it that
bad.
bad?
in terms of
I'd
in
put
terms
this
of
more on
that-
like, okay, if you're
You did
if you're
what?
Taco, yeah.
What
I
did you
hear
do?
So Pat, what do you think about roller derby? Because I put this on the roller derby line.
I got no problem
This-
with roller derby.
This to me is the same as roller derby.
No,
Is
this
it- Is
Roller
it
derby is a
roller
sport.
derby while eating a shitload of cottage cheese or dairy or
Right,
something?
exactly. Is there a gastrointestinal element?
Sport. It's just insane sport.
It's
I
the
don't know.
fecal matter that's the problem, right? It's the stench.
Oh, they're not guaranteed to poop themselves. Some
They're
people
guaranteed.
have
Never
pretty strong
could
shots.
never look at her the same.
I don't know.
Just smelling farts that aren't there.
Some people are not shitting themselves in that thing, but a lot of people.
A
Are.
few.
A lot of people are. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this guy. And remember, if you're a government employee or a government contractor or something, and you're not working right now, and you're pissed off about the federal government shutdown, that's your right. That's okay. But listen to this story, and think about how sweet it's going to be when the back pay hits, because this guy pulled it off magnificently. And we give New Zealand a hard time on this show, but it's a really great place, and there's nothing that Kiwis do better than hate on Australians. I don't know if you
Nice.
guys know that. It's like a England-Ireland type deal, big brother, little cousin style
Makes sense.
relationship, where Australia gets all the shine. New Zealand barely ever does anything. But when Australia fucks up, New Zealand's right there, just the first to fucking piss on their grave, just like that.
Now,
It's their relationship.
Isn't
that makes
New
total
Zealand
sense.
Kind of a joke compared to Australia in terms of like power,
Size
economy,
and power and all
size.
and everything else. Yes, yeah, 100%. That's why.
Or
Influence.
does New Zealand have a
Influence.
nice? Does New Zealand have a nice little thing going on there? Right? Is it just like
Oh,
a
it's
mini...
a beautiful place. It's just much smaller, much less accessible. Yeah,
They have the
all
Lord
that.
of the Rings.
Yeah, they got good stuff, but
everything?
Australia, undoubtedly the bigger country, gets more shine. So New Zealand's ready. New Zealand's ready when Australia fucks up to point it out. You guys got to get a load of this article from Karanama. I want to make sure I get this right. Karanama Ruru. He's a
No,
writer.
shut up.
Karanama Ruru is the name of the author of this
Don't want
article.
to sit next to him on a plane.
And it's skinny. I'll tell you.
Sounds like a name for an entrant in the Taco Bell race.
It does. Geronimo Ruru might run in the Taco Bell race, but he's skinny, so he's going to get a good time. It ran in Stuff Magazine, New Zealand, and here's the opening sentence. An Australian dock worker has won his job back after he was fired for, among other things, telling a colleague he had put his penis in his Subway sandwich.
I'll tell you, it really is a foot long, mate.
Yeah. How'd he win his job back after that?
Yeah. I mean, with that through dedication, Mark. We're talking about Robert Smith, 62 years old, out of Melbourne, Australia. I was going to say Florida, but no, they're similar, but Australia. I wish that Australia gave pictures for this one because he was fired from his job at Cube with a Q, Q-U-B-E Ports. So he was like a dock worker at the ports, at Cube Ports in Melbourne. He was fired in January of this year, 2025, after working there since 2009.
I mean, isn't this just regular dock worker humor?
Exactly. No, that's exactly right, Mark. Dock workers, it turns out, tell each other they put their dicks on each other's sandwiches all the time, and
about
it's not
20 times a day.
Yeah.
Mate, I fucking put my cock in your sandwich.
Yeah,
and then that's just like that's a normal lunch at a dock.
What you gonna do about it, mate? And then the guy said, "Oh no!"
Exactly.
Now keyword.
Not before I put mine in yours earlier.
Yeah, exactly. It's just usually it's just off. Whose cock had been in more things?
Let me see your dick, mate.
In here?
Let me see your dick. It's covered in Vegemite. I knew it was you. He said told, though, so it's not like he had a gag where
he's not on video.
He had his dong in the sandwich. It was like, I got your sandwich here, Bruce.
He was
Take a bite, Bruce.
Yeah, it wasn't like a puppet show.
And his dick was in the sandwich.
Yeah.
No, it was not that. He did not actually show his penis to anybody. So Robert, here's the list of what Robert was fired for, according to Cube Ports, Q-U-B-E Ports. He was fired for, quote, showing male coworkers bikini-clad photos of female colleagues. So he found him on Facebook.
That's
and telling one that he had spat and put his cock in his Subway sandwich, as we've already covered. Obviously, he didn't show him that, but he said, I spat and I put my cock in your sandwich. And then he called a colleague a useless piece of shit and a condescending cunt. Okay, so that's the laundry list right there of what Robert Smith did. Okay,
dude,
told somebody he put his cock in his sandwich,
and
called somebody a condescending cunt and a useless piece of shit. And then also, now he did show bikini pics of his coworkers to his male coworkers.
Okay, but where did he get them from?
From Facebook. Check her out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Were they long lens photos or were they
right?
Facebook?
If they're like public photos that he found.
No, it was public photos. Yeah. Like on their profile. And he would
tell the wife the camera's for bird watching.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it wasn't his photos. It was their photos from their profile. He was making sure everybody
me in her bikini.
Yeah. Come here, you gotta take a look at this one.
Yeah. So
no, I liked it.
Kind of bad, but it's just locker room talk. So Smith
spend 5 minutes in a dock.
Yeah,
I dare you.
Yeah,
that's what Robert Smith said. He's like, look, I got fired for being exactly like everybody else at work, and so Smith took Cube with the Q to the Australian Fair Work Commission, where Commissioner Scott Connerly agreed that Cube with the Q is to reinstate Mr. Robert Smith by September 26th. So he's already back in his old job into the exact same position. Cannot be a demotion. And basically, while Smith could have been fired, this is what Commissioner Scott Connerly decided. Well, he could have been fired for the sexual harassment of the Facebook thing in 2024. The cock meat sandwich joke of 2025 simply wasn't enough to fire him because, as we've established, and as Commissioner Scott Connerly knows, dock workers constantly make dick jokes. And
yeah,
so,
I mean, if you fire him, you'd have to fire every dock worker. Then no piece of cargo would get moved.
That's right.
That's the ruling, Mark. That is the ruling. The official ruling from the Australian.
The official ruling is we need
Fair
cargo to get moved.
Yeah, exactly. It's why if you look in the fridge of a dock worker, there ain't no sandwiches in there. Come on. Come on, he should know better.
Yeah.
What'd you expect me to do?
Yeah.
So this is part of the.
He brought a sandwich. What was he
He set
thinking?
himself up. He walked into it. This is part of the
And she
commission's
has
ruling.
tits.
Oh, Mike, you got to take a look at this one.
Yeah.
So he said, quote, he accepted he zoomed into the pictures of his two female coworkers. He also accepted when pressed that the conversation in relation to his female coworkers was inappropriate for the workplace and that he should not have been using his phone while on shift to show pictures of colleagues colleagues to other workers. And so they were grilling this old guy about zooming in on the boobs of the coworkers.
He's going to let them have it when he gets back to work.
But
Yeah, it's like telling on your bully and then nothing happening.
Right.
yeah. Well, I mean, but it wasn't. It was like Robert Smith had pissed off other people. I don't even think. Anyways, he was in trouble for that. The whole point was they could have fired him for that. They didn't. He accepted his final warning and said, like, yeah, I shouldn't have zoomed in on the Facebook
I won't
boobies.
do it
I shouldn't
again,
have done all this. So once you gave him his final warning punishment for that, you can't then come back and say, well, he made a dick joke, so now he's fired. That's the whole ruling. So basically, Robert Smith win. Not only does Robert Smith get his old job back, he gets the last 9 months, because remember, they fired him in January. It is now October. He gets the last full 9 months paid back.
Nice.
All in one gigantic, awesome check. Enormous W for this dirty dock worker.
That's that union job, buddy. That's what a union will get you.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if he went through the union. He went to the
Oh yeah, buddy. Docks
Fair
are
Work
unions.
Commission.
Most doc, I don't know about in New Zealand, but in the
Australia.
US, they're all Australia. They're all union in the US.
Or New Zealand.
Yeah, probably is. But he went to a government agency, the Australian Fair Work Commission, and Commissioner Scott Connerly was his savior in this one.
Scott Connolly probably knew. He's been around a dock.
He's coming back.
He's heard a
Oh
few dick jokes.
no!
Yeah. He's heard a few dick jokes, and that cube.
I just
with a
sandwiches,
Q.
boys. Is the
Yeah.
first thing he's saying when he comes in.
Hell yeah, dude, he can joke about dick sandwiches for the rest of
Opens the fridge menacingly.
Yeah, been going all summer vacation.
Yeah.
Lots of new picks up.
Saw you went on vacation, Deb.
Take a look at these.
He's gonna be a menace when he's back in the office.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't mind handling those, huh?
Yeah. Fancy yourself an angler. Check out
We
this
need
angle.
We need a forklift to offload those.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be back at it. He's already back at it. September 26th. That was the ruling. So he's already. Congrats to him. And Cube with the Q Ports, dumb name. Glad you lost the lawsuit. Cube with
feel
the
It's
like-
not that dumb. It's not that dumb a name.
I feel like on that side of the world, every business starts with the Q.
Cube with a Q.
Yeah.
Come here, break.
Yeah. Yeah, everything
Yeah.
Australian. Cube with a Q, Quigley down under, everything.
That's right.
Ugh. Give me
It's got to be the country with the most Q businesses per capita.
Is that a thing?
I think
That's
so.
weird.
Yeah.
Just give it up. The Q
They
doesn't
love-
fit in.
I love the Q.
Okay. Well, it looks stupid. So Robert Smith wins. Robert Smith won. Cube with a Q 0.
Yeah.
Back
Official
pay.
final score. So
It's awesome.
anyways, that's the show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting the pod. If you want to support the pod and join our community even more, go to patreon.com/Hard Factor to get bonus podcasts, Florida Man Friday, The Hive Hour, and the Pat and West Show, and or Let's Go, a sports podcast every single week, weekly, 3 extra weekly podcasts, plus Discord chat access. Very fun in there. Lots of great, hilarious stories, pictures, tales being traded. Very fun. So join patreon.com/Hard Factor. But most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking weekend.
The cream of the crop!